Okay, how do I look?
Like a woman about to go forth in sin.
Oh, good. Exactly the look I was hoping for.
Hey guys, so where we left off in the video one is we were able to find out that
The history
it
of hip hop,
originated in
The
the
Revolution
Bronx, New
Begins,
York, and it
EP
was at a
2.
time where the Caucasians had moved to the suburbs and the African Americans were there. There was a lot going on in the economy, and they're saying there was a lot of frustration, which I don't really see that much of change at all, except for more education, however. So that is what bred hip hop. But if you think about coal, if you put enough pressure to coal, a diamond forms. So just look at it as being the evolution of a culture that formed from coal and is now a diamond, because hip hop is all over the world. Okay, and as I already told y'all, the younger generations, bad younger generation, they changing our music. But anyway, let's go to DJ Kool Herc, because he was one of the first to throw the back to school for the kids. You got that? Okay. So yes, back to school for the kids is something they've been doing for a long time. DJ Kool Herc also introduced the breakfast DJ technique, a mixing practice he adapted from Jamaican dub music. However, Kool Herc would play funk, soul, and other genres with percussive sections using a pair of turntables. Listed pictured there, Kool Herc would play two copies of the same record and then switch between them to extend the percussive section known as the break. Kool Herc named this breakbeat juggling style of DJing the merry-go-round. This breakbeat turntablism quickly became influential in the rise of hip-hop music, rapping, and breakdance. Break section was also the most anticipated part of a song where people danced the most. Break dancers would form dancer circles and save their best dance move for the break. Kool Herc named the people dancing to his music B-boys and B-girls, which was short for break boys and break girls. Over time, breaking evolved and became a global subculture that transcended into the mainstream. Kool Herc also helped develop the rhythmic spoken delivery of rhymes and wordplay performed by MCs. He will speak in rhythm and rhyme over instrumental parts of songs to hype the crowd. His style of lyrical chanting and rhythmic wordplay was an early form of rapping inspired by the Jamaican tradition of toasting. So it looks like rapping and Jamaican culture is very closely connected. He would shout phrases like B-boys, B-girls, are you ready? Keep on, rock steady. This is the joint. Herc beat on the point. Let me say it again. So he would shout phrases like B-boys, B-girls, are you ready? Keep on, rock steady. This is the joint. Herc beat on the point to the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. That's cute. I did a good job. Hey, y'all. Kool Herc also enlisted his friend Coke La Rock to control the mic at their parties. During one party, Coke La Rock dropped the mic. Drop the line, there's not a man that can't be thrown, not a horse that can't fade, a bull that can't be stopped. There's not a disco that I, Coke La Rock, can't rock. All right, man. Many consider this verse as the first rap lyrics and Coke La Rock as the first MC of hip. This is Coke La Rock on the string. He is considered to be one of the first rappers. He's around in his 70s, so that's him. Another influential rapper figure of hip-hop to emerge from New York City was Afrika Bambaataa, also known as the Godfather. Bambaataa was a pioneering DJ and music producer who organized black parties in the Bronx during the late 1970s. He was also a visionary who helped guide the city's youth away from gang life, drugs, and violence. He formed Universal Zulu Nation. So what I'm getting is they did this to keep the kids out of trouble. So it wasn't started on them trying to go out there and manipulate and harm the community. They were trying to help the community. Okay. He formed Universal Zulu Nation, a music-oriented organization that encourages peace and unity through the expressions of hip-hop cultures. Members introduced urban youth to DJing, breakdancing, rapping, and visual arts. Soon after, Bambaataa categorized these forms of expression as the four elements of hip-hop. To this day, Zulu Nation continues to spread hip-hop music. In 1982, Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force released Planet Rock, one of the most influential early hip hop songs, instead of rapping over funk beats. Guys, it would not let me do the first song. It kept kicking it out. They have completely copyrighted. The song helped popularize the TR-808, which became a staple of hip hop. I know we know who this is. Up next, we have Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash is another innovative DJ from the Bronx, New York City. He was the first DJ to manipulate records in a backward, forward, or counterclockwise motion. He also invented distinct DJing techniques such as the backspin, cutting, punch, phrasing, and scratching. That's not fight. Grandmaster Flash also organized a group called Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five in 1976. Yes, this is them. I don't want to hear it. Y'all know y'all like that bodysuit. Let me move my head down. Look, y'all like that bodysuit, ladies, and them beads in his hair. I don't want to hear it. Y'all like it. The group became widely acknowledged as one of the most influential hip-hop acts. They developed a unique style by trading off lyrics between four rappers and blending them with Flash's unrivaled DJ skills. Flash would also perform acrobatic DJing skills by manipulating vinyl with his fingers, toes, elbows, and objects. I'm just shooketh. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five had several influential songs. However, their most prominent song was The Message. The critical hit further solidified rap as a genre and put rappers at the forefront for the first time. The powerful lyrics also detailed the grim realities of life in the ghetto, which was a significant shift from the traditional rhythmic chants of early hip-hop. In 2005, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five made history again. The group became the first hip-hop act indicted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. See here, the guys were welcomed to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in 2007. They look good. They still look very good. This is 2007 though, so, but there it is. Up next is early music tech. The early 1980s was a vital turning point for hip-hop and music production. Synthesizers, samplers, and drum machines became cheaper and more accessible. Roland's iconic TR-808 drum machine became the weapon of choice instead of relying on DJ Drake beats, and music producers could now program original drum patterns. The TR-808 also became a cornerstone of hip-hop for its powerful bass drum sounds. I don't know about y'all, but baby, in my 20s, I sure had 10s in my trunk. I had 10s, I had bass and everything, because that was my thing. Sampling technology also emerged during the 1980s. DJs experimented with early samplers such as the Lin 9000, eMusic SP 1200, and the AKI MPC 60. They used these samplers to piece together breaks in songs rather than using turntables. Samplers also allow producers to perform rearranged section, sequence, arrangements, edits, and mix music in new ways. These production methods were an early form of remixing. Over time, sampling technology advanced. A new generation of samplers such as the AKI S900 provided increased memory, higher sampling rates, better editing capabilities, and more. Music producers experimented with techniques such as layering sounds, looping, sequencing, elaborate arrangements, adding effects, and more. Turntables and mixer technology also advanced. There was an increase of DJs scratching records to create new sounds and effects. The most influential turntable was the Technics SL 1200 due to its strong motor durability and fidelity. Stay tuned for video 2. We're going to go into the golden age of hip-hop and sampling and copyright law, so we can kind of get a little bit of feel of where it's developing. And then lastly, mainstream influences. So stay with me for video 2. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I actually am enjoying learning about it and how they got started.
Stay tuned for Ep 3.